what's up? I'm Arya and welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are doing okay in this lockdown. In this video, I'll be recommending you my personal favorite books by Indian authors. So, there might be a chance that I'm leaving out on many, great books in this video, but since I haven't read them, I can't include them. So if you feel that I've left out on some of the amazing books and some of which are your favorites, don't forget to mention in the comment section below and suggest me. I would love to read more, Indian fictions. So getting on with the books, these are in no particular order and in no particular rank. All of these are the books which I've read and I've loved, and I've included them randomly in this video. So yeah, don't forget to watch the video till the end, and now without any further ado, let's get in the video. Coming over to the books, I cannot start a video on books by Indian authors without mentioning Ruskin Bond first. Now please don't tell me that he's not an Indian author, because he is. Talking about his book, I can take any book's name, because all his books are, just great and will give you a very good vibe. But if I have to mention one, I would suggest you to go for The Blue Umbrella. A very simple and a soft read. Mostly his books are sort of an anecdote and will give a moral lesson to you at the end and are so relatable. So it can also be considered to be a book for young readers or children, but on a wider aspect, I would say that it is so realistic and so relatable that people from any age group can read it and enjoy it, and they love it equally. So yeah, that is for The Blue Umbrella, or you can just go and pick any other book by Ruskin Bond and you'll be equally satisfied. So yeah, The Blue Umbrella by Ruskin Bond or just any other book by him is the one which you should definitely go for if you are looking for an Indian fiction. Now my second recommendation is The Train to Pakistan by Khushwant Singh. So this is a very emotional novel. It is set in a fictional village, on the border of India and Pakistan, and of course depicts the era of partition and all that thing, and everything that the people had to go through at that time. So, the most special thing about the book is that it does not just talk about partition on a political basis, but also on, an emotional level and on a social level. So, socially, emotionally, politically, you will gain a lot of knowledge about the partition of India and Pakistan. Also, there are many major characters in the book, and the best thing is that every character has been given equal focus and equal importance, and you will see and read a very deep character study of every character. So that is very beautiful about the book. Also, the book very beautifully covers that during the era of partition, it was not just one community or just one religion that had to face all the atrocities, but every religion was equally tormented and was in equal terrible condition at that time. So it was not just about one community but every community. So that is also what is very beautifully portrayed in the book. So overall the book is very nice and very lovely, so you should definitely go for that. Now my third recommendation is a book which is very beautiful, and I am very glad that I came across this. So this is one of the popular ones. I know you might have heard about this, and it is named The Palace of Illusions by Chitra Banerjee. So I did not expect it to be that good, but it is definitely very, very lovely. Since we are all stuck in this lockdown and we have no other option but to watch Ramayana and Mahabharat, so we have quite a lot of knowledge about our epics at the moment, and we know what Draupadi had to go through and what Mahabharat talks about. So this book is the one which talks about Mahabharat, but from the perspective of Draupadi herself. So it will tell you a lot about Mahabharat, which hasn't been talked about, and which people don't think that that also can be the perspective. Also, from the perspective of Draupadi's character, it is very interesting to read her character and to know things that hasn't been talked about yet. So I think the author has done a very good job, and a very in an intricate manner has given so much information in this book that it is very fulfilling to read. And if you wish to just understand the situation of Draupadi in this patriarchal society, you should definitely go for this book. A very great and a lovely book. And also on a similar skeletal structure, I would recommend you to go and read Asura by Anand Neelkanthan. So since we have watched Ramayana right now and it is very fresh in our minds, so you will, I think you will find it interesting to read this book, because it is based on Ramayana, but not from the victor's perspective, but from Ravan's perspective, and what made Ravan who he was. So what was his way of living, or what was his way of doing things, and why he did things which he did. So it is very interesting to read that too. Also the book, very beautifully creates a link between the social construct of that time, of that era, and of this era, what people thought at that time and what people think now. So it is very great to read that also. So I think you'll love that too. Now the next Indian fiction is the one which is a classic, and one of my favorite books, and is named Malgudi Days by R.K. Narayan. So this book is actually set in a fictional world and a fictional town of Malgudi, and contains very simple and relatable stories. All the stories and all the characters are framed in such a manner that they add to the stature of the book, which is just amazing. So yeah, this is also a book which you should definitely go for if you are looking for a very good Indian classic, or just an Indian fiction. Now my next recommendation is a book which can be a little bit on the intensive side for the beginners, but is a great read and is also the winner of the Booker Prize Award. So the book is The God of Small Things by Arundhati Roy. So a book of that level, it has won the Booker Prize Award and everything. So one may expect a lot, and one may expect a lot of pomp and show and plot twists from the book, but the book is very simple and very not intricate at all, and without any pomp and show, which is great about the book, which I did not personally expect, but yes, it is that way. In a very simple way, it describes how very small and very little things affect us and affect our behavioral patterns and our way of living. So it is a very fulfilling read, and you should definitely go for this if you haven't yet. Also talking about the next book, this is also a book which has won the Man Booker Prize Award and is named The White Tiger by Arvind Adiga. So this is one of those books which I thought has a very different approach, very different approach from normally what we read, and that too in a debut novel, because it is the debut novel of the author. So a very different and a very great approach. So it basically talks about religion and caste system and all the serious topics, loyalty and poverty in India and all those things. So from the Indian perspective. So a very great read. It talks about everything serious, but not in a serious way. It is sort of a dark humor on the caste or the class system in India. So in a way, I would say that the book has tried to collect and portray the voice of the underprivileged people in India. So a very nice and a very serious book, but in a very interesting way and in a very interesting approach. I would definitely recommend you to go for this one. Yeah. Now the last book for this video is the one which is overly popular, and I'm very sure that you already know this one. Still, I'm telling you to go and read this if you haven't yet, and that is Midnight's Children by Salman Rushdie. This book needs no introduction or anything like that. Just go and read this. So this is one of those books which you have to read in your entire life. So just go and read this one. So yeah, that is all for the video and all the recommendations. If you think that I've left out on some of the amazing Indian fictions or books by Indian authors, go in the comment section below and let me know, because I would love to read more books by Indian authors. Also, if you like this video, give it a big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. And if you wish to get connected with me, you can do so through Instagram or through Gmail. I'll leave the links in the description box below, so go and check them out too. And I'll see you very soon with a new video. Till then, keep reading, keep loving.